What's going on, everybody? I'm not the guy who has them all, not the guy who buys them all. I'm just the guy who gets the guys together to talk about America's favorite sneaker silhouette, the Nike Air Force One. I'm your host, Dark Skin Randy, and this is Force the Issue. For me, you know I got it. Every week, we bring real ones to the table. OGs, collectors, hustlers, just people who love to push the sneaker culture forward. And this week, I got my man Darrell coming in, and he got some shit to show us this week, boy. I was looking forward to this episode. D, what up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing well, sir. How about yourself, man? I'm blessed. Very blessed, man. Thank you for having me.
I appreciate you taking some time and getting on. But before we go any further, D, this is a thing we like to call airtime. And I'm going to give you 60 seconds to air out. Show love to anybody you need to show love to. It's on you. 60 seconds, the clock is on you.
All right. First off, I want to say shout out to you. I appreciate you having me on here, man. I love your platform. Love everything you got going on. I want to shout out my daughter Lily. I want to shout out my girl Virginia. I want to shout out my brother Q. I want to shout out. I really want to shout out my boy George. Uh, that's been my brother for like a minute, but that man hates Air Force Ones. He hates Air Force Ones. And he's a Jordan 1 head, but I want to give him a shout out, man. That's my brother, man. And I was like, yo, look where Air Force Ones got me. So just
There
want to
you
give him a
go.
shout
There you
out.
go.
Yes,
Hopefully,
sir.
hopefully after he watched this episode, we can get, we can change his mind a little bit.
The best
And
silhouette in the world, the most comfortable shoe in the world, the
facts.
most colorways in the world. I mean, you're not gonna get any better than this.
I tell people the same thing all the time. It's hard for you not to be able to find an Air Force One that works at any occasion. You know what
Yes,
I'm saying?
sir.
There's
Yes,
always
sir.
something you want somewhere. Let me ask you this. What got you in the Air Forces? What was the moment that made you say Air Forces is the wave for me?
I mean, really, I think everybody kind of got the same story with Air Forces, man. Like we all, I mean, we're kind of all around the same age demographic or whatnot. So it was kind of like we was all in high school and moms and pops was they were not getting the Jordans. So we would go to the mall and back then Air Forces were I think it was like $90. And so we would go to the mall and you're back to school and Christmas was like pretty much the only time you were getting new sneakers. So I was like, man, I already knew Jordans was out of the question. So don't even ask about Jordans. So I was like, I was going straight to the Air Forces. And after that, it was like, man, you go to school, you see everybody with the same shoes, right? Everybody got the Reebok Classics, they got the new Jordan that's out, but like you don't see too many Air Forces. So we was like, man, we go to the Foot Action, the Foot Locker, wherever, and look at the bottom. Because like for some odd reason, they would have the Air Forces that like the bottom three shelves. And so
Okay.
we was hooked, we was like getting like 80, $70 sneakers times two when everybody was paying their whole paycheck or spending their whole paycheck on Jordans. So we was getting two and looking fresh. And back then looking fresh was what it was all about.
That was an era. That was an era when Uptowns was still only $80, $90. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? That
sir.
was the time.
Yes, sir.
I remember those were the days when you made sure you had you had to buy two pair of whites at a time back when they were $80 a pop. I remember that. Now they're
Yeah.
buck 15 up here, so I'm just like,
And that's insane. Cause we go to and like I don't know, I'm a pre '07 Air Force head myself. Like I'm a pre like I have some stuff, but the '07 cut was kind of where they lost me. But that's another story for another day.
okay,
But yeah, like we would go, and I remember, like I don't know if you remember the Rens, the Negro League lows. I
okay,
remember going to
okay.
Foot Action. Yeah, I remember going to Foot Action, seeing those, and my homie, that was with me, my boy David, he got the orange and white joints, the Rucker Park, the Kobe Rucker Park ones. He
Stitching.
got those. Yeah, and I was like, man, what are these? I was like, what is Rens? Because back then there was no like social media, there was no like promotion. You just showed up at the store and was like, "This is what we got," and you had to do your own research. You know what I'm saying? You might get like a
Yeah.
Kicks magazine or something, or Soul Collector maybe if you could find it. But like you had to do your own
I
research
had,
back then.
like I told my other homie one episode, it was all music videos for me. You know what I mean? If I saw somebody in a
Yeah,
music video that I was like, oh, okay, I gotta go find those. That's how it was
yeah,
for me,
yeah.
girl. I wasn't a collector per se. You know what I mean? I was just a guy
Right,
in New
right.
York that just buy sneakers. We just buy them and then we wear them a lot. If I knew collecting would have been a thing, the kind of sneakers that I wore out because I loved them so much, when back then you bought a sneaker, you loved it, you
Yeah,
wore it, you wore it
exactly.
every day. Yeah, so
Exactly.
I killed some things that now are looked at as like Grail sneakers, and I was like, oh man, those are just what I mean. I loved them, but I didn't know.
Right.
So
And that's kind of how I kind of like backed into collecting because, like I said, it was like, man, you got to be fresh out here, and I'm in North Carolina, represent, shout out 252, but like we don't have like a lot in Eastern North Carolina as far as like places to go to like shop, and this was like pre-internet. I mean, I don't say pre-internet, but like it was early internet shopping. You know what I mean? So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
we were out here, we had to get. So it was like, man, if you had a shoe and you was like, you have no idea if you will ever see the shoe again. So you try to cherish that thing. So it was like, man, you buy another pair just so you don't get the original pair super
Oh
messed up.
yeah,
And then the
that's
second
a
pair
fact.
couldn't be a no slouch pair. So that was kind of up there. So now you're getting the third pair. So the second pair don't get messed up. And then it just snowballs. You know what I'm saying?
So that leads me right into question two. The normal question I ask is, and I feel like you've already touched on it, but are you a sneaker preserver or you're a sneaker wearer?
I like to consider myself a wearer. You know what I mean?
Okay.
There's certain things that you obviously you're not going to wear as much, and so you try to preserve them. But like me myself, I like to throw them. I like to throw them on feet. I mean, Air Forces is out the box. To me, out the box, you can just put them together with like any type of outfit, jeans, shorts, run to the store. So I like to wear my sneakers. Like I said, there's a couple, like there's a handful. I do have a couple of dead stock Air Forces I might get into a little bit, but for the most part, I like to wear mine.
Yeah, yeah, that's a fact. We had got Soul out here in NYC last weekend, I think it is now. And
Right.
I pulled out a pair of '06 Gauchos that I had. I found them at my mom's crib. I went back there, found them, couldn't believe I had them. Pulled them
Yeah.
out, the yellow
Yeah.
joints. Oh boy,
Yeah.
I wore them though. When I tell you, they didn't survive. They did not survive the day. By the time I was coming back
Yeah.
home, they
The
were
airbags.
peeling. I was just like,
Yeah.
but it was fun to wear them. It was fun to wear them for because in the beginning of the day they look great. They look great at first, and by the end of the day
Hmm.
they're pretty much done now. They're pretty much done. So I definitely for all those watching, man, wear your sneakers, bro. If you're not gonna
Exactly.
just sell them,
Exactly.
wear them. Stop taking sneakers away from people who actually want to wear them. Because I like to wear my sneakers, man.
Because
Oh man,
it's gonna come to a point where you can't wear them, and then it's like, man, I should have wore these. So
exactly,
yeah,
exactly. It's
if you ain't gonna
nothing
sell
worse
them,
than
wear them.
opening a box. It's nothing worse than opening a box and they're crumbling. Nothing worse than that.
Yeah, that's hard. I think we all experienced that heartbreak, on more than one occasion. And I had that the other day, and I'm just like, man, I just stepped into the Manhattans, from the Clark Kent Five Boroughs pack. I got the Manhattans, stepped into them. That thing went straight to my foot went straight to the floor, and I'm like, man, I got to get these. I got to get these
That's your
redone
first.
somehow.
That was your first time wearing them.
Not in a while, like in years, like they
Okay,
just been
okay.
tucked
All right.
away.
At least
So
you got your
yeah,
feet in them before.
yeah, yeah,
Those
yeah,
now. See. Oh, you were just alley ooping because those are on my list of grails. Like anything that Clark Kent's
yeah.
name is attached to, I have not been
Yeah,
able to get my
yeah.
hands on. Not.
I got a lot
So
of Clark stuff in here. That's why I was like, man, choosing what I had to choose was
wow,
hard because I got a lot of Clark in here. Yeah, I love Clark, man. Rest in
wow,
peace.
wow. Rest in
That's an
peace. The
inspiration.
greatest.
He's an
The
inspiration
greatest.
for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm a big Hove fan, so I got put on a Clark just on the music side. Then I found out he was Mr. Air Force. So then I was just like, all
Yeah,
right, I'm all the way locked in. It was
yeah,
crazy. But
yeah.
question three, just to move this along, was what is your holy grail of Air Force right now? I don't know if you, like you said, you got all the Clarks. You might already have your holy grail. And if you do, don't you can share that. But if you're still hunting, let us know what it is.
Nah, I don't. It's a crazy story about that too. Like, I had a chance to purchase this sneaker, and I was like, nah, the vibes was off, right? But long story short, my holy grail of Air Forces is the Quest Love lows.
Questioning
Um
looks.
the green and red joints.
Okay.
And funny story, it was like there was a guy selling them, I want to say on
Oh,
eBay. And he was selling them at the time. They were like 200 or 250. I forget. It was something like at the time it was crazy for Air Force Ones, right? And I'm like, man, I don't know. Like that's kind of steep for some Air Forces. Even though they, yeah, I knew what they were. They were Quest Loves. I mean, I knew what they were, but I was like, man, that's I mean, that's you trying to hit me over the head. But the thing is, like, I didn't. I was gonna pull the trigger, and then I looked at them, and the greens were off. Like the right shoe green didn't match the left shoe's green.
Oh,
So I was like, nah, I backed out. Fast forward, like maybe like 10 years or so, I'm looking at Greg Street, and that's another inspiration. Greg Street, like he got a crazy collection. DJ Greg Street he's got some crazy stuff.
oh yeah,
But
yeah, yeah. Facts, facts.
yeah.
I follow
So
Greg.
I'm looking at his, and he pulls out the Quest Loves, right? And I'm like, boom, the greens didn't match. So soon as I saw his video, I looked at somebody, I want to say a mayor or somebody. They had them. Now I looked on Google, all this. I was like, the greens on the left shoe and the right shoe don't match. I was thinking it was like some foo-foo stuff. And I'm thinking about, I was like, yo, 10 years ago, I could have had these drawers for like $200. And I'm just
Yeah,
like,
damn.
bro, what? Yeah,
I can
crazy story.
understand
I'm
now
still
busting
looking
that
for
move.
those. Yeah,
I can understand that. If not seeing them in person without knowing that, yeah, nah, I couldn't. Back, especially early eBay days, nah,
right, right,
I can
right.
see
And like
that.
I said, out here in
Yeah,
North Carolina, man, it's hard to like, there's not a lot of there's not a lot of places to go. There's not a lot of places there's not a lot of people that are like really into. I mean, there's people that are into sneakers, but like, like as deep like we are, that's gonna look at stuff
yeah.
like that. Or
Trying
like
to make
offer
sure
stuff
they
like
got the
that.
legit joints. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I got
So
for
yeah,
a pair
that's
of
kind of like
PlayStations.
bad. Oh,
I
really?
got for a pair of PlayStations on eBay before. Yeah, 450. They got me. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
It was a rough day, but
Man.
I wanted them
But you
sneakers
see
so
PlayStation, yeah, you see PlayStation for 450. It's kind of hard not to look twice, right?
I, it was a long time ago. I wasn't really I didn't really do the eBay thing. I wasn't an eBay guy. I pulled the trigger. I got
Yeah.
played. It is what it is. You get burned, you move on.
Yeah, exactly. You'd be lying
That's
if
how
you say like if you really into it, everybody's done. You'd be lying if you say you didn't get got at least one time.
you, you got to take a chance. You got to
Hmm.
take a chance. You got to take a
Yes,
chance
sir.
sometimes. So, D, let's get into it. Let's get to what the people came to see. It's time for the podium. And as y'all know who are watching at home, the podium is where someone brings three sneakers, only three, unless they have honorable mentions, which we now allow, from your own personal collection, and you rank them from bronze to gold. And you tell us if there's a story, if there's a reason why you ranking them in this order for those podiums. So that's FDIP on Facebook and Instagram, and then we'll see what your podium looks like at home. All right, D, so you come on, show us what we came to see. I'm
All
hyped.
right, all right, all right, all right. I do got a couple of honorable mentions since you allowed. I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm not gonna stray too far from the
Yeah.
platform. I do got two of them. Um, with stories, you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna, jump into that real quick. So my first honorable mention is we were talking about dead stocks earlier. I mean, these joints is butter, still wearable, not crumbling, nothing. It's a dead stock sneaker. These are from 2003.
Oh, oh, the
Yeah.
bronze.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they, like I said,
Oh,
they dead stock. I got a pair I wear, but this is the dead stock pair.
yikes.
So, and I came across these on a crazy, like, what I'm saying, if I get the camera, it got the LeBron logo on the
God.
insole. Never been laced, dead stock, LeBron rookie year. I got the St.
Mean.
Vincent St. Mary's over there as well.
Okay.
Lows, but we're not gonna go crazy. But yeah,
That's a mean set to have both of those. Ooh,
yeah. So I got a pair of these I wear, and this is the dead stock pair. So still crispy. Second
that's
honorable
nice.
mention is something that I don't think I've seen so far on your platform. So I want to break it out. Everybody likes the lows, of course. That's everybody's favorite. And the highs, the she's and everything. But I don't think I've seen a mid
Uh-oh.
yet. Have you had
Oh
mids?
no, we ain't see no mids yet. We've been having to talk about mids. We ain't see no
Yeah,
mids yet.
yeah. Mids is like, yeah, it's a tough subject in the Air Force community, but I got a couple mids.
It could get iffy. it can
And
get
this
iffy.
mid, some people stop talking to you if you bring up mids. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they just say, "Oh, so you one of them." But here we go, the Michael Vicks. We got the Michael Vick
Oh,
mids. You know what I'm saying? So this is like
oh.
this is one of my favorite joints. Got the seven on the tongue. Got this logo right
Didn't but
there.
didn't he have those on? It was on Madden. Was it Madden he had them on? I could
I
have sworn
believe
he wore
so.
those
I
shit.
believe so.
Oh, those are
So
tough.
yeah,
I've never seen those in like real
yeah.
life.
Well, what I really like about these, man, is like my favorite thing on an Air Force One in general is double swooshes. So these got a double
Yeah, yeah,
swoosh.
yeah. I like that.
That's my favorite feature. A lot
I
of
like
people's favorite
that.
feature is like gum bottoms. Mine is a double swoosh. Like that'll get me like 9 times out of 10. So double swoosh on these. Everything's leather. Everything's leather. The sock liner is leather. The tongue is leather, and it's like a puffier tongue as
That's
well. And I ain't gonna pull it out, but the insole is also leather, and it's got
this
his
is an
autograph.
honorable mention, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
This is honorable mentions we're in, and this
Let
is
me see if
probably
I
one of
can.
the best mids ever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
This
I'm still
might
on
be
the
one of the
lookout. There's
best
a
mids ever.
Royale version. There's a Royale version of Michael Vicks as well. I haven't been
Oh,
able to
that's
track those down,
crazy.
but yeah, these right here, honorable mention. Only because, like I said, yeah, I haven't seen anyone bring out mids, and I had to do the mids.
I normally I wasn't gonna ever say. I thought I would never say this on the pod, but I'm gonna keep it a buck. Where I'm from in New York, we got this thing where we don't do straps. Like that was our uptown thing. We didn't do the mids unless they were like the high seeds. Those get a pass. We rock those,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah,
the
yeah. Of
mids was
course.
never a thing. Oh my god! But those, if I would have ever saw
Yeah,
those in real life, those are
yeah,
amazing, bro. Those are some
yeah. Still
fire
rocking them
sneakers
to
right
this
there.
day. Still rocking them to this day. Another honorable mention, real quick, but got the Canada mids. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Yeah, the
never
Canada
seen
mids.
those.
Yeah, got
Canada
the
got their own little joint. That's cool.
yeah. These is old, man, but that's just I had to show some mids some love, man, because they get a
Nah,
lot of hate,
that's
and I was
fire. I
like,
appreciate that.
all
I got a
right.
guy
So
who thinks I should be doing mids, lows versus mids versus highs. He said we need to have the debate. We need to bring people on the show and have the debate. I told him
for
we might
sure,
get to it at some point, but
for
I
sure,
had to find people who had mids to fight with. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
you just showed two. You just showed two. It's how you know what I mean.
yeah.
I normally people show the Kobe's with the stitching. That's you know what I mean. That's their go-to when it comes to
The
mids.
which ones? Which ones?
The Rucker Park joints
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Oh
that he
yeah, the
wore
Kobe's.
when he
Yeah,
went to the park.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like I
So
said, man,
that's
back in the
usually
day when we
I've
were
never
when we were
seen.
getting down with Air Forces, we were just like it was lows, it was mid, it was something that was like different. So like you had to find your own way to like put your touch on it, but it was like, man, everybody, like, especially I don't know, like I remember like Jordan starting the first retro like in high school, and everybody was like copping Jordans and stuff like that, and Air Forces was just going on crazy sale, and it was like, man, I don't even have that much money, so it's more for me. You know what I mean? I was working at McDonald's, and I'm like, hey, this is where I'm spending my money, and hey, it kind of lucked out that like there's like a lot more Air Force heads out there than not. So
Yeah, it's you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised how many of us really out here. I'm
yeah.
learning more and more how many people live this life that my wife yells at me about every day. So I appreciate y'all. So she knows I'm not crazy. You know what I'm
So
saying?
I appreciate y'all. Shout out to your wife. I appreciate both of y'all. All right, so I'm gonna
So
get into
we
bronze
here,
here.
bronze. Let's
Bronze
go.
is a pair.
I don't know how. I don't even know how you do this now after what you just showed.
Oh man, don't do me like that, man. There's a lot of pressure, a lot of pressure. So this pair I got here is just literally like browsing. I don't even know the full story on these. But
Okay.
I was browsing one day, I believe, online. Another situation where I'm not sure if these are even legit because I ain't see nothing about them. You know what I mean? So went
Okay.
ahead and pulled the trigger, did some research, a lot of details on these. So I'm gonna pull these out, try to get the camera angle right.
Mm,
Dang it.
yeah.
So yeah, it
Yeah.
says feel free, let's talk. Right.
Oh, talk.
And the whole upper is pink. The back tab's got like a little chrome effect right there. Um
Those are good feet,
insole
man.
says insoles. Like I said, I still don't know the full story on these. I just seen they were dope. And you know, so it's like you got the green swoosh here with the like
Double
again,
swoosh.
I love double
Oh,
swooshes,
and the
right?
color swoosh.
Yeah, so double swoosh yellow behind the green, green behind the yellow. And on the left shoe, you got you got blue behind the red and then red behind the blue. And then you got the
I'm gonna have to go buy them before I drop this episode.
then you
I
got the
was just
little
looking at these. I was just looking at them on Gold.
yeah, I got these on Go,
I
and I was
swear.
just looking on Go, and I was like, "What are these?" I was like, "Nah, these was like," and I wear a size 8, so they were like crazy cheap, right? And they were like, I ain't so crazy cheap, but they were like a buck
Oh,
50 or something like that. And
you got
you
the
got the
cheat
little
code
air like
size.
the
You got the cheat
yeah.
code size.
And I scooped them up because I was like, man, I don't think Goat would have anything crazy, fake up there. So I was like, man, it's got to be
Yeah,
legit.
no, no.
And then the tongue says
Those are tough.
anniversary
I can't believe
edition.
that.
Yeah, I mean these are
That's so interesting.
man. Out of
I
all the Air
literally
Forces, like yeah. So do you got some
if
information
my
on
wife
them
was
or?
around. Nah, I just literally the way you just described it is how I got in the same position of where I was thinking about purchasing them. I was just on Goat. I'm just like, yeah. Like, these are kind of cool. Like, because that's the thing. If they look different, when they look different like that, I automatically go, I think I need those. Like, I think I
Exactly.
need those.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
so that's crazy that you just pulled those out. I won't. Yeah, that's those are dope. Those are dope.
Trust me. If y'all can come to an agreement and pull the trigger, you won't regret it. You know what I mean? I mean, within
Yeah,
reasonable price, but like you would. That's a crazy sneaker right there.
I'm an 11 or 11 and a half. So, they tend to jack that number up sometimes on those. But usually if I can see it at a reasonable
Oh,
number, I'm busting the move. I'm busting the move. But those are on the list.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so
You won't
what
will not regret it.
we at with silver? What we doing with silver?
Silver is a one of my favorites for real, for real. Like it was hard to narrow it down to three, but DJ Premier. You got the DJ
Oh my
Premier
god.
lows. I don't know if y'all can see right there. Yeah. I mean, it says Premier. On the other sneaker, it says DJ back here, but this one says Premier. The
How are,
details
how
is
are you
crazy.
how are you getting these in North Carolina?
A
Like,
lot.
how are
See,
you
I used
beating
to
me out? Like,
I used to have
you
a
never touch this.
yeah, yeah. It's crazy because let me show some of the details while I tell the story.
Those are, oh my
Guys guys logo right here. Um I mean, like these right here, like it just looks like a black Air Force. You know what I'm saying? But like you have to see these in person. You have to hold them and touch them. This leather is crazy. Like this panel's
Yeah, you could
leather.
already tell. Yeah, you could already tell that leather's different. You could tell that
Um,
leather's different.
but this is like a really really short new buck. Really short new buck. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Okay.
And and it's got Premiere on the Dubray right there. Trying to get it to where yeah, it's got Premiere on the
Oh
Dubray.
yeah, I see it.
The bottom is
Those are
turntables.
tough.
The bottom is turntables for Premier do his thing on the ones and twos. And a touch that I added, I don't know if y'all can see or if you can catch it on the camera, is let me see if I can get it. The lace tips. So one of my favorite places to cop sneakers from
Okay.
is Premier in Michigan. It's a skate shop. I mean, they sell more than skate stuff, but Premier in Michigan. Shout out to them, Grand Rapids. I got a pair of dunks from them and they came with like 4 pair of laces and they said Premier on the tip. So I took the laces out of these and put the Premier skate shop laces in the Premier Air Forces. So that was like
I like your
the
style. I like your
uh,
style. The attention to detail right there. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah,
beautiful. That's a nice
yeah,
chef's kiss on that.
yeah. But
But this is what I'm talking about. What makes Air Forces so amazing? Like all the detail in this sneaker like you said,
Yeah.
someone from far away got on a black Air Force. You're like, no,
Mm,
bro, there's so much that goes into this. The
yeah.
turntables alone, to have a gel bottom so you can see the turntables, that's amazing, man.
Hmm. Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
are
It's
so
crazy.
dope.
And then like like outside of sneakers, Premier's top three to me. You know what I mean? It's like as far as producers, Premier's top three.
Yeah.
He did a lot of that gritty East Coast sound, that I like. And I love Premier, man. I'm glad he got his name immortalized in the sneaker.
Is there anything special on the insole?
Uh it's just the same logo that's right here. Let's see if I can pull them out real fast. Uh oh, that and
I know
the
sometimes they get real crazy.
The Nike tab, that's like that's like raw hide right there.
Okay.
That's like real leather, like super thick right there. Uh
It got to be a little bit Timberland
uh
inspired, hard denim. That got to be
it's,
what it is.
it's that logo right there. That's on the outside. Yeah.
When they made Uptowns with that premium leather on the inside too,
Like I
that was
said, the
that was a
leather
time,
insole.
boy.
The leather insole. I
Yeah,
mean,
that was a
this shoe is
time.
like, if you were to hold this, you would be like, this weighs like at least a couple ounces more than a regular Air Force, just based off the materials alone. I mean, it's such a sturdy sneaker. Yeah, I love these.
Those are amazing. Yo, I hope y'all are watching at home. Y'all understand what you've been seeing so far. This is not regular. There has not been any regular shoes shown as of yet. I
Nah,
just hope
man.
y'all please comment. Tell me if you've ever seen the Michael Vick mids before in person. Not like when I saw it in Madden. Talk about if you ever seen them in person. If you ever seen the DJ premieres in person, comment. Let me know, man. Because we're about to wrap this up with this gold. And if we've seen what we've seen so far, I'm ready. I'm speechless right now to see what gold is.
Well, I mean, gold to me, like this is like, man, like you might look at it and be like, it's whatever, but like this is, to me, it hits on like multiple levels for me. And I got two pair of them. I got one I've worn and I got a dead stock pair. So I'm gonna show you. It comes in a bag, in a box. These went straight to outlets. It was like kind of that band one type situation where they went straight to outlet. They were
Okay.
like released to outlet. It was kind of like that. So they come in a bag. It says it's not over till it's over.
It's over.
It's like a
Okay.
canvas
I
bag.
have no idea where this is going. I got no idea where this is going.
And these, you're gonna have to do like some YouTubing or whatnot. But I play games, right? My favorite game is Street Fighter. Favorite fighting game, Street Fighter. These are the Evo moment Air Force One lows. So the Evo moment,
That's linen
that's, yeah, no, it's canvas.
canvas. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh. Ooh.
the story on the details is not even. Oh man, the details. All right, so the backstory on these, like the Evo moment, right? Is like a street fighting. It was like an E Games tournament, right? And
Okay.
the dude was using Ken from Street Fighter, but he had the instead of the red outfit, he had the white outfit with the blue trim. And so they commemorated that moment with an Air Force One, and right here, that's the move. He got down to like no
Get out of
paint. He got
here.
down to
Get out
no
of here.
power. He got down to no power, right? I'm sure some of the people in the comments is going to let you know how iconic this was. He had no power. He came back and beat dude with like this much, and this is the move that he used to win
That's
that
so
game.
dope.
And it was like a E Games tournament. And there's a lot more details to it like that because he had the I forget, the shadow around him when he was doing the finishing move, and they got the shadow
Oh,
on the
okay. I
tongue.
know what you're talking about.
Um, I forget what they call it. And then yeah, So yeah,
Those
I
are
mean,
tough.
it's
I've never
all
seen
canvas
those.
upper. It's
Never
a
heard of
all
them.
canvas up. Yeah, yeah. And it's like I found these by accident. I'm on YouTube and I'm looking up. Like I said, I'm a Street Fighter head. I'm looking at the E games tournaments online. And one of the videos was this shoe. And I'm like, man, this dude, I'm thinking he did like a Nike ID or a Nike by you type situation. Then I clicked
Yeah,
on it and there was like 5, 6 more videos. I was like, this is a legit shoe. And I'm like instantly like, boom, I had to find these. And it's like it's all Street Fighter inspired. So yeah, yeah, yeah. These is like I said, you might look at it and be like, that's just a white canvas Air Force. But to me, like I love that so much. Like the details on it is crazy. And to have that the button combination on the inside right there.
that's ridiculous. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about. The details.
Yeah,
That's so dope.
absolutely.
That's so
And these is from
like again.
2020. These are from 2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, say that.
And
Yeah. Like I said, the reason I love to do this podcast is because I love the sneaker. But nothing I love more than learning more about the sneaker. Like seeing a sneaker I never saw before, someone had it, and you like you just did. You just gave me a whole story. I'm about to go look that sneaker up and find out more about it. You know what I mean? That's
mhm.
why I love to do this. I want to find out about things that I can never get my hands on. Like you said, you got Clark Kent's.
I get hey, I can we don't have time, but like if we can make time, we could do a part two or whatever. We could do a part two. I love Clark, man.
I definitely think I want to do a part two because I know I want to do like a Clark Kent episode with you. Apparently now it needs to
Uh,
happen. It needs to
you let
happen.
me know.
You know
You
what?
let me
For
know.
those watching this and y'all comment, if I get enough comments to let me know to bring D back on for the Clark Kent episode, we will do it. It's up to the people. Y'all let me know if y'all want to see that happen. I want to see
And
it already. You got
we
one
could
vote.
do that. I'll run through. Hey, I'll make time. I'll run through all the forces for you. I can make time. But we could definitely do the Clarks for sure.
Yo, they chill out, bro. Don't get crazy. Don't get crazy. Don't get
Hey,
crazy, man. Because I want
give
to
this
see.
man a like, give him the thumbs up.
We gonna
Give him the
listen.
thumbs up.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's make this
Yeah.
happen.
Y'all want
So,
that collection,
D,
then
before
hit
we
the
get out
thumbs
of
up.
here, I want to know if there's anybody else you think that should be sitting on here also that has a collection worth coming to talk about. If you got anybody you could recommend to come and have a seat with us over here at Force the Issue.
I mean, there's a lot of people on like I don't know them personally, but like there's a lot of people on Instagram like John Blaze. He's got some crazy forces.
Yeah. Yo, John, see? John, if you're watching this episode again, you see John. I'm waiting, John. Me and
Yeah,
John, we
yeah,
have a
yeah.
little back and forth. We talk. He another
I
one.
mean,
He another one. Like,
he's got
I
some stuff
can't
that
wait.
like I remember like I was like, man, I had those and it was just like, you grow up, you move from here to here and you're like, dang, I had those like what happened to him? So like he has some stuff that he never really let him go and I'm just like,
Exactly.
man, like
Yeah.
uh, he's got some mids too. So yeah, he's
That's
got
when
some
I
stuff.
know
Yeah.
when he opens the yeah, he does. He does. When he opens the box and you see the Ziploc bag, it's from an era. It's from a certain
Yeah.
time when he does that.
Yeah.
Anytime he does
Yeah.
that,
Yeah. Yeah.
you're like, okay, yeah, yep, classics. But Dave,
Mhm.
I appreciate you. I really, really appreciate you coming on. Thank you for taking your time out and having this conversation with us, showing us all some sneakers we probably ain't never seen before. I can't wait to see what the comments is going to say, but I'm hyped. I'm hyped. And for
Oh
those,
man.
and
Oh
those of
man.
y'all watching, like I said, hit the like button. We get enough likes. We're going to holler at DC if we get him back on, and we're going to get maybe into the Clark Kent collection, maybe into all his other collections, because he looked like he holding some sneakers behind him, as y'all can see.
Hey,
So,
I got
again,
a lot of bronze too. I got a lot of LeBrons too.
okay, Braun is the GOAT, so I ain't got nothing wrong with that. So for let me close out by saying again, if y'all are watching anything, like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget, Force the Issue on any platform. Show us some love. It's always gonna be one silhouette and one conversation. I'm Dark Skin Randy, and I'm out of here. I holla at you.
I mean, you know I got it.